last but not least, Easy A, starring Emma Stone and a lot of great actors that you would not expect in it. Now this is about this girl who, doesn't leave a big impression on a lot of people. Like, she's not really a popular girl, and, she's, lives her life fine with her family and friends. And one day, one of her friends asks her, hey, could you do this one favor for me? And, they go to this party and they pretend to, fool around, and, a lot of kids now find out about it and are spreading rumors about her, and, she starts to kind of like the attention, but not like it at the same time. And, if they're saying like bad things about her, she's like, you know what? I'm going to act that out just so that, they'll shut up. So here's my review on this. It was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I mean, when I first saw the trailer, I thought it would be a movie, but I was shocked. I mean, I laughed a lot, and some of the cast members I loved in it, like including Thomas Hayden Church, who played her teacher. And he's one of those teachers, like, here's a question to some of the high schoolers out there, or someone who's in college. You ever have that one teacher who is your favorite teacher, but you don't know if you're their favorite student? That is the kind of guy he plays in it. And you also got Stanley Tucci, who plays her father, and he's absolutely hilarious in it. Like, probably the parents are the best characters. I forgot who played the mother. I know who she is, but I can't remember her name. But I do remember Stanley Tucci from The Lovely Bones is in it, and he's just hilarious. And you have Phoebe from Friends, who plays the counselor who's in a relationship with Thomas Hayden Church, and she kind of like tries to help out Emma Stone. You have Amanda Bynes in it, who plays this one character that you just want to punch in the face. Like, she plays this like Catholic girl who's basically annoying to everyone. She's one of those characters you just love to hate them, and it definitely has like a John Hughes film to it. Like, the best way how I could describe this movie, it's like the John Hughes film that John Hughes never directed. And Malcolm McDowell is in it, and he plays this principal. And I was surprised to see him in it, because like when I went to the theater, I was not expecting him to see it. I did not see his name in the credits. Well, did I? No, I didn't see his name in the credits. And, I was just, drinking my Coke, and, when they said, like, the principal will see you now, when it showed Malcolm McDowell, I'm like, what? Like, seriously, Malcolm McDowell is one of my favorite actors, and I was surprised to see him working with Emma Stone. And, this is definitely a great movie to go see. I mean, it's been getting great reviews on Tomatoes and all other websites, but it's not a perfect movie. This is something I can't really give 5 stars, but it is very good. And like, one thing that kind of bugged me about it was that they were kind of spreading rumors about her, and it's one of those things where, a rumor will spread for a week, and then like a week later, they won't be able to say it again. But, it kind of seemed a little immature on how they were doing it. Like, it seemed like a little over the top, but that's what made it a little funny. So, due to that, I'm just going to give it 4.5 stars. But I highly recommend it to people. Movies coming out today, we have The Social Network, Let Me In, and Case 39. The movies I did not get a chance to see that came out last week were Legends of the Guardian, You Again, and Wall Street 2. So If you saw those, just leave a message on my Facebook page and tell me what you thought of them. And, we'll talk for a while and, have a few conversations, have a debate over them, telling me whether I should see them or not. And who knows, maybe they'll be one of the movies I'll review in a few weeks. All right, now it's time to get to the results. In August, I asked you guys, what comedic actor and what serious actor would you like to see in a buddy cop movie? And I got a lot of interesting results, but my 5 favorites are these ones right here. Here we go. Dave Chappelle and George Clooney. That's number 5. Number 4, Patton Oswalt and Denzel Washington. Number 3, Dane Cook and Adrian Brody. Number 2, Jack Black and Liev Schreiber. And my number 1 favorite buddy cop duo that I heard, Steve Carell and Hugh Laurie. I think that would be, absolutely hilarious. I want to see that. Next we have, who is your favorite badass? I asked you guys that also around on the same day. And here are the top 5 choices that I got. Number 5 was Clint Eastwood. Number 4 was Samuel L. Jackson. Number 3 was Mickey Rourke. Number 2 was Bruce Willis. And your number 1 favorite badass was Sylvester Stallone. And I was actually surprised. I'm surprised no one chose Jason Statham or Jet Li. But, they're all pretty badass. But, Anyway, the next result. I asked you guys if Joseph Gordon-Levitt would make an awesome Riddler. And it came pretty close, pretty close to 50-50, but the result was yes. They do want to see Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the Riddler. Yay, JGL. So, but I also got a lot of interesting results saying who would definitely be, who would be great for the Riddler. And I got Neil Patrick Harris, Johnny Depp, Anthony Michael Hall, Michael C. Hall, Stephen Colbert, and John Hudgman from the Mac PC commercials. But anyway, here are my new questions for today. Number 1, now that I've reviewed Machete, what is the most ridiculously violent movie you've ever seen in your life? Example, a movie that after a violent scene, you either laughed or you end up clenching in your seat, like me for Machete. I think that would have probably been one of the most violent movies I've ever seen in my life. But I don't know if I'd say it's the most violent movie I've ever seen in my life. But it's close. Next up, number 2, now that I've reviewed Easy A, what is your favorite high school vibe movie? Example, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles. Mine would probably have to be Superbad because, it's a coming-of-age tale, and I saw it when I was in high school, and that was probably the hardest I've laughed. Number 3. Now, this is a piece of information I found online, which this is what I'll probably be doing for my questions of the day. I'll be asking questions that has to do with the movies I reviewed or a piece of interesting news I found on the internet. Now, a few weeks ago, I was on imdb.com or Google News Results. Yeah, it was Google News Results. And I was looking up, they're going to do a biopic on Queen. And they're going to have Sacha Baron Cohen, a.k.a. Borat, and Bruno, to play Freddie Mercury. I thought, I could definitely see that happening. So this question involves that. If you were to direct a biopic on a famous person, whether it was an actor, a singer, a band, an athlete, or even a politician, who would it be? And my 4th and final question today is just a simple one. What was the best movie you've seen all summer, since the summer's basically over? Well, that's it for today. In a few weeks, I will be having a Halloween special, and hopefully I'll be able to review some horror movies, and I'm going to have some special guest stars on the show. Who are they? I don't know. We'll have to see and find out. Until then, this is Dan the Movie Man, signing off.